Okay, hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. This is just a really quick, short social scene for Hong Kong House Cards. Today we find Styles coming home after working overnight over at Fusion. He's pretty much strung out on Adderall and coffee, and he's gonna go stop by the Emerald Mother to eat and say hi and see if he can try and drink himself to where he'll be able to sleep. And we have a situation.
And speaking of drinking, Jolie is feeding his small portion of chi that he needs to resupply since, oh yeah, that one time where he needed to go into the dreaming and had to go into the life cycle. And now that he's back to the death cycle, he is down one yang and one yin chi. So, off to a short bitey that would just literally be like tick tick, just a bite, slow little take, and release. Because it's not that big of a hunger.
Yeah.
And then goes to the bar at Styles, goes to say hello.
Hey, Jolie.
Hey, how's life treating you?
I've never been not ever again.
What happened?
Uh, Work was being a bitch.
Well, to be fair, it I think it would beat up cleaning up gum and mold that starts to set in to the various shrines, right?
Mm, yeah. Although staring at a computer screen, you'll go cross-eyed after about 2 in the morning. Uh,
Bro, you know that I'm nocturnal, so
okay,
I
two
think.
in the afternoon.
Yeah, I get it. Because technically, you kind of just spent way too much time and you need to unwind, technically.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, Styles will randomly look around at the crowd and notice the passed out dude in the semi nice-ish clothes, figure of Dimitri. What's up with him?
well, the fuck should I know? I just met him like once, and
Mhm.
roll me my willpower, because I have
All
curiosity.
right.
5.
Okay. Pulling up Dice Stream. It'll be nice. Maybe. I think you passed.
Yeah, I resist the curious urge to verify if he's dead or not.
Stiles will look and go over and uh he's going to roll. One second. Well, the right page. Intelligence medicine. Dash. Nope. He's just gonna look over and go, oh, and roll perception alertness because he's gonna be at least close enough to smell it. Oh, geez. Well, somebody had a fun night last night and just step away from him. Anyways, well, I better try and see if I can force myself to sleep after I hit some eating myself, and you look like you need rest too.
Well, we all do. Because, hey, the shrines didn't clean up by themselves, you know. So,
Right.
while I'm an efficient worker and all, and a speedy hand at that, I just, you know, I'm kind of the in training with the. Because technically I'm not a priest, I'm a priest in training, even though I get all this cash to buy all the shit that I want. Still considered in training, so I'm the glorified janitor of it all.
Well, it has to be done. Yeah.
Oh well, shit happens, we gotta deal with it. And since it's still quiet before the next onslaught of bad things, well, we'll take as much rest as we can take, right?
Right. Oh, okay.
And by the way, out of character, Jimmy, roll me 4 dice. You know what for.
I know. Uh, one success.
Okay, give me the cryptic message.
Still getting that there's a council meeting. It's coming into focus a little bit better than last time you looked. Uh, apparently, Styles, well, no, not Styles. Apparently, Styles, well, yeah, Styles is going to say something, probably pertaining to the idea, the long-term con idea of assaulting the technocratic base. And you'll see Dimitri a little bit clearer in the vision.
Okay. Well, that That's all for tonight's prophetic dream.
Yeah.
So, in character, he turns to Styles and say, "Well, I wish you all the luck with the whole burning the midnight oil and whatnot. Hopefully, you'll get to a better conclusion than I do. I
Right.
still need to wait on my superiors on the thing you asked me. That I can.
Understandable.
Yeah, well, apparently the thing that I thought it was a lot more well known technically isn't as well known, so they need to
Oh,
import someone to teach it to home base. So,
oh boy.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, we need to wait on that until they figure out how to, go from the various
go from
languages
there.
that they know, translate the specifics of everything, and yada yada yada. A lot of
Right.
paperwork to be filled.
Yeah. Customs, all that jazz.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just one bit of it. Still, you know, after they finished their thing, then maybe I get someone to, do the thing, and then you can launch the specific operation needed.
All right. Well, like I said, I knew it was going to be a long con situation, anyways, because um, well, my avatar is whispering is getting a little bit more louder, and he like does the whole clearing when you clear your ears from of water kind of gesture with his finger. I might be
Okay.
having a seeking here soon.
Okay. I wish you well on your path of enlightenment, and
Thank
hopefully
you.
your momentous occasion will bring you fruit. But, you know, chin up, and you'll see what that brings you, right?
All right. Let's just hope I come out of it. And oh, not insane considering the past two times weren't all that happy.
Well, as an insane individual that's recovering from total insanity, it's not technically something you want to experience, so,
Right.
tread lightly.
Experienced it once, was possessed and trapped in my own head. Not wanting to do that again.
Yeah,
You may
that's
have heard,
understandable.
yeah, you may have heard a person named Boyd.
Yeah, the one that got away.
Yeah, at one point he was a Bane trying to make me a Fomori. My friends and my mentor figured out what was happening and ejected him, and well, the resulting scar allowed him to have a permanent body. But all that time I was kind of trapped in my own head watching him kill people with my body. So yeah, I can somewhat sympathize with you on the insanity part.
Oh well, don't beat yourself up to it. You got rid of him at least, so there's always
Yeah,
that.
well, it's a good thing. Oh,
And now we'll just have to see exactly what are we going to do about our continuous problem and whatever thing that wants to distract us from it.
yeah, right now, hopefully, it just stays the technocracy and be done with it. Oh, by the way, speaking of, your suggestion was good, but they made the designs in for the motherboards kind of tamper-proof, so I can do much with it.
Well, it wasn't necessarily something that it will be overnight. I mean, finding the correct way to secure in some defects that will fuck them over will take a bit of careful planning and not just planning, but figuring out how to cloak said defects so that they wouldn't just automatically detect them when they receive them.
Right. I'm still trying to figure that one out. It just means that once I figure it out, that's another really awkward trip into a part of the building that none of us can get to easily.
Well, you know how it is. I can't just give you the answer directly. It's scratching your left ear with your right hand type of help that I can technically provide. And even
Right.
that, I can't technically say that I am thoroughly involved directly when I'm doing this. So, I'm still helping you, but it's not the direct help you would need as from your peers that do
Yes,
this
I
for you.
understand.
So, fucking hell, bro.
I
I
know
want to
we just
help
need to
you.
work
I really do. I want to give you this
it.
neat little packaged gift with all the solutions to every single one of your problems, but things don't just work that way.
Well, you're helping just being a soundboard mountain plans all that.
Well, I don't want you to get into a wind tunnel and just pigeonhole yourself into just one point of view, right?
Right.
Because that would be awkward.
Yeah.
And fuck, seriously, we have multiple people that can give you perspective on some shit. I mean, it's not like you're alone in this.
Yeah, I know. Just force a habit for a few years. being by myself.
Well, let me tell you a little thing that I noticed on my travels. You're never by yourself. You just think you are. You're always surrounded by something or someone, and you're always, you know, in a place where you can technically call out for other people's help to a certain degree.
Right.
Or if you just need someone to listen to your rant, sure, why the fuck not? Because that's why we're here for, right?
Yeah. Just right. This is really frustrating.
Yeah, well, what isn't? The path towards
Well,
enlightenment is always a hard one. It's never easy. We learn this when we start, right?
yeah. Oh, just give you a heads up. The a group of vampires is looking for a Christian saint's reliquary. It might be connected to the project we're working on.
Christian saint. Okay, this is weird beyond belief, but
Yeah, apparently it's a potent artifact. They're wanting it, and they're wanting it back.
well, I'll have to see if somewhere amongst our treasure trove there's something lost within it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know technically all of the treasures that are either lost by, raids, or some people just flat out forgot them, or, spoils of war or something. So that needs to be made an inventory just to figure out which thing they're talking about. Because I don't have a
Right.
fucking clue.
I don't either. I haven't actually touched anything with the spark of the divine except for what's protecting Scotty from the technocrats. Protecting him, having him, holding him prisoner, whatever you want to call it.
Well, okay. Write down, and he gets out a notepad and uh, a ball pen. Okay, so describe to me what does this thing technically should look like?
Uh, the character I don't remember if what it was look its physical description was not identified. All they said was it was lost for several centuries, and now apparently it's turned up.
Okay, does it have a name?
Uh, I don't remember off the top of my head, but you happen to come across a vampire by the name of uh, hold on, fucking hell. Let's insert name of Sean's vampire here. He might be able to
Okay.
tell you a little bit more. He might be able to tell you a little bit more than I can.
Uh,
I
Out
just
of
know
character, are we
that
talking
the only.
about the speaker of the
Sorry,
house?
go ahead.
Are we talking about the speaker of the house?
The House of what? The House of Staves.
Yeah.
Aldwin Mercer.
Okay, that doesn't
That's
sound
his name.
like the name of the speaker, but whatever. I'll
No,
have.
I thought it was a name Becker.
Yeah, that's the speaker. And you're telling
Yeah,
me. Okay, this is another person that I don't think I met in person. I've met the speaker because, duh, I need to know who the speakers for each house is, but fuck, this one I don't know. Hmm, interesting. And you're telling me that this individual is looking for relics.
he's he's helping looking for it.
Okay, if either you or myself come across upon this individual, if you come across this individual, take notes, be thorough in getting the name and description of the item, so that I know if I go into my superior's reliquary, I know where to and what to look at. Because right now I
Or
cannot just simply say, hey, let's make an inventory of everything and just flat out say, here's the whole list, something ring a bell. Because I cannot just divulge private information like that without, you know. Because,
well, yeah, I understand that. Well, the only time I've actually felt anything that matching their description and what you might are thinking about, um, it had the touch of the divine about it, but it was peeing out of in no like the underreaches of Novatech.
you know that we have several types of relics that have the touch of the divine, right? I just don't know which one of them subscribes to this particular situation. That's why I need a thorough description and a name.
Okay, I'll get you the description and the name. Um, I can tell you what powers it replicates out of our magic. I don't know how that would translate into yours.
Okay, think of it simpler. If I'm a comic book reader, and I am, what would
Okay.
I see on the page of the comic when it unleashes something?
Uh, possibly anything from fire to a blinding white light.
Yeah, we fire and white light. Those maybe the white light, yes. Fire is not technically my thing, technically. That was more of a coincidence that I learned it through, an acquaintance of mine. Fire. That's just a weird. That's a lot more complicated. But yeah, I technically know some that do white light and technically do fire, but they're usually separated. And they neither have the touch of the divine.
Uh, when I touched opponent trying to track my friend Scott, well, it felt out of our magic. It felt like primal energy, uh, magic dealing with material things. Out of character, he's going to tell you each of the spheres that it replicated that he felt. It's out, out of character. I don't remember them off the top of my head. I have to look up in PM with Brett.
Yeah, no worry, man. He literally just told you, describe them as a comic book reader would see them on page, you know? So,
Okay. Uh.
you know, think of me as the
Uh.
comic book reader. What would I see? Alright, listen, Styles.
Uh.
Don't stress your brain out. It's
Best
clearly that.
description off the top of my head is blinding bright, white or otherwise.
Yeah, I get it. Get something so that you can tell me what the shell looked like and its name,
Okay.
then I know what to look for. Because
All right.
I don't want to actually activate said relic because it might have adverse effects on me. And while indeed I can control fire to a certain extent, I'm not that interested in attaining more specialty in actually manipulating it to a better degree at this present time. So,
If uh, we make the assault on Innovative and we find this thing, uh, then be careful because when I like literally when I tracked Scott, I touched this, meaning it was active. I touched the magic, and with the magic, it was active.
well, now the idea is I won't I don't want us to assault that particular place before we get our preparations in order so that the shielding that they have into that specific area is down due to lack of being resupplied by the intersection of the places of power. So,
Yeah, that's
in
what
the,
was.
in the meantime, if you've talked to this individual, let me know and I'll get looking. It's not that hard, and I do not wish to activate it due to it might having nefarious and adverse effects on me or any that would be near me at that present time. That will be in the future. So, that's something that you need to think of when you meet that said individual. If I meet him beforehand, I will text you that it is no longer necessary for you to search for that individual since I'll have the necessary info directly.
Alright.
Are we understood?
Yes.
Okay. Now, is there anything else before I leave?
Oh, that's it. I'm actually need to get to eating and try to make myself sleep.
Alright, I'm going to finish up some paperwork back at home base and then go get some shut-eye myself. See you later.
See you later.
And with that, Jo-Lee goes through the bathroom and disappears into thin air.
And no one ever has yet to ask what, how does he do that? But we also leave it with Stiles uh, ordering a breakfast plate of the usual suspects as far as breakfast foods, and we'll leave it at that. Remember, people, the technocracy is on the no-bone list. For the changelings, they're too banal for you. They will give you banality as an STD. Thank you, viewers, for watching. Thank you, players, for playing. And as always, this has been an edition for Hong Kong House of Cards.